All right, so with 4.1b, the ultimate goal is designing this. And you're going to basically create it on paper first. And so we have to create our 5 pieces that form our puzzle cube. So in order to do that, we're going to start with this sheet. And if you look up on the board, I've got an example. You're going to color these in, and each block that you make has to touch each other so we can glue them together. So we start, let's just say this one here, and if you see I've got it here, well, that piece fell off. But we've got, if I were to say that that's the front, it would be those cubes. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So if I wanted to do this yellow piece that fit in there, the yellow would go there, 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 and then it goes back from the bottom there. And you're actually going to use colors, or markers, and you're going to color each piece. So when you do this, you're going to create one. If you get it, then you're going to create a second one. Once you have 2 of them made that you have that work, bring it up to me, let me double check it. If, say, this one works, but you don't do good on, and this one doesn't, you screw it up, grab another sheet, try to get your second one to work, and then copy this one over. I want one sheet that has 2 that work.
How many blocks you gotta do?
You're going to create 5 pieces. Each piece can have no less than 4 cubes. Okay? So, on average, I think all of mine that I made had between 5 and 6 cubes in it. Best bet, that's the way to go, because if you create a really big piece, sometimes that big piece is hard to get in there, but I've seen people do it. But you're going to want to get yours to look basically like that. We're going to cut that out, put it in our notebook. Then we're going to go and we're going to create our multi-view sketch of it. So like with this piece here, I have, it's going to look like this: 1, 2, 3 down, 1, 2, 3 over, up 2, 1, down 1, like that. That's it. Now, we talked about that being the front view. The top view is going to look like that. And then if we do the side view, there's our side view. Real basic on this. You'll have 3 different views when you have the 2-dimensional. Then you're going to create each piece in 3-dimensional. And you only have to make 1 view on the 3-dimensional view for this.
All right.
Any questions?
Nope.
So, yes. You're going to just kind of figure out, and you can take blocks. We're not going to glue them together yet, but you're going to take blocks and you're just going to kind of try to create shapes. So when I look at this, I'm going to make this shape. Where do I want it to fit into my block? So I'll color this and this black, or whatever color you want, and try to get it to work. Then I know that I've got to have them all touch. So I'm going to try to create another shape. This is going to be more trial and error than getting it right the first time. I had a group that kind of worked together on these in 7th hour yesterday, and they went through 4 or 5 sheets If you work together helping each other, you can't create the same puzzle cube, okay? Does that make sense? Yes?
Are we, if they both work, are we creating both of them?
No.
What is
You
a
get
part?
them both to work, pick whichever one you want to build, and then that's the only one that you're gonna make a 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional of each piece.
So if we just have like 2 people in a group, feel like one take one and the other take the other?
So we'll make that one, we'll make that one.
Yeah.
I would be fine with that.
What is a part?
What's that?
What is a part?
This is a part?
Like, do it can look like anything?
Yeah, as long as when you, and now that I've mixed things up, it's gonna make it even harder. See if I can remember how to put this together. Let's see. As long as once we get it all together, it looks like this. That's exactly what I thought when the first time I did this.
So what did you do in there?
Once you physically make this, I grade it, we're gonna create a package for it, you get to take it home. It is yours.
With the multi-view and the 3D view, are we cutting those out? and doing-
Yes, so in your notebook, you'll cut this out, it goes first, this goes second, and then this one goes third.
Okay.
But what do you
So are we thinking-
If you can, if it has to go more than one page, that's fine too. It just depends on how big you make your 3D and your 2D views.
So, are those the little cubes we were using yesterday?
Correct.
Alright.
Yep.
And then we have to think like
So you can use these to kind of manipulate and figure this out. We're not gonna actually physically build these till we get back from Thanksgiving break.
Oh,
That'll be, hopefully, we'll be up to there. So we still have, we've gotta design it in Inventor too.
Oh.
That's the next, no, that's the next step. We'll start that Monday. Yep. Yep.